Can I be heard? Can I be heard? I'm gonna just wait for a few people to come in. Man, we about to get this shit straight. We about to get this shit all the way straight. Hit the like, please. Hey, BZ. Oh, man, I'm just waiting for some people to come in. I'm glad I know how to read and comprehend shit. Because we about to read some shit today. We about to read some shit today, bitch. We gonna see if you could disprove these truths that I'm about to see. I got a protection order. I got a fucking divorce decree and a police report. I got all that shit. I ain't gonna read the whole police report though. I ain't gonna read the whole thing. And if you think I'm bullshitting, let's see, what's the date on this motherfucker? What's the date on this bitch? Oh, August the 22nd, 2024. That date is so familiar. It's so familiar. And don't be scared to show yourself. Say something in the chat. Everybody holler at me. There's no need to fear anything. You can show yourself in the chat. I would like to give a big thanks to Reg. Thank you, Reg. Thank you. Thank you for not letting me up on the panel. Thank you for letting this hoe say all these fucking lies that I'm about to disprove. Big J wants to be pegged by Princella. Shaming, blaming, and explaining again, I see. What's up, Sean? Yeah, bitches need shame. If y'all was shaming these hoes, I sure in the fuck wouldn't be going through this shit. What's ham, Josh? Joshua! So yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Yeah, hit the like, please. I'm gonna start from the motherfucking beginning. I tried to call Reg, but he don't want to answer his phone. He don't want to answer the fucking phone. It did. Warren, respectfully, don't let people pull on you to put your personal business online. BZ, at this point, I need y'all to understand the pretty much the timing of all the events that's taking place. And if everybody go back to Reg's last stream and do what you will, but go listen to that shit like after the 2-hour mark. This bitch confessed to every fucking thing. I'm a wife beater. I'm a drug addict. I'm a bum with a big dick. But a bitch want to marry me. Knew this conehead ass nigga since 2012. Met me in 2016. What's that, Buster Free? Met me in 2016. By 2017, the bitch was bringing up marriage. Man. Thank you, Kevin Samuels. All hail the motherfucking Godfather. So yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning. What that was, January 20 something, 2016. I'm playing on the dating apps, and I don't have an issue getting laid. Let's put that out there. I have no issue getting pussy. So when I married this bitch, it ain't have nothing to do with her sex, none of that shit. People that's been around from the beginning, they know how we was rocking. Josh, you don't remember that she said that she would have came seeing you if she would have knew that you was in Georgia when she went to go see her hood booger crackhead friend? But nah, fuck all that. She admitted that she was cheating throughout the whole fucking relationship. And she found out about my bitches before we got married. And she still wanted to get married. And Bond probably saying that because I told that to Bond. Josh got so many hoes on YouTube, he don't even remember. He don't even fucking remember. So yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning. Like how it's been being talked about how men don't approach women. I've been out of that game. I have my reasons why I don't walk up to women in person no more. It's all bullshit, in my opinion. Josh, she is a hoe. So she tried to go fuck somebody both of us were cool with. So she most likely would have came seeing you. I married a hoe. I fucked up. I can take my motherfucking L. I fucked up marrying a hoe. No more dating apps. Kick them to the curb. I wouldn't suggest anyone use them. They're just freakum sites. All right, well, let me get through this and I'll elaborate on all that shit in a minute, BZ. So, yeah, I've been stopped the approaching bitches game. I've been stopped that shit. And by me being a very beautiful man, I can send face pics, body pics, dick pics, all that shit. I'm in no drought to get pussy. I'm just not. Would you say my other baby mama? Damn. So yeah, I was on a couple of different dating apps. I was on Tag, I was on Badu. They got another one called Scout. It's about maybe 5 different dating apps that I was on at the time when I met this bitch. So of course, sent her a message, gave her my stats, and for like maybe a few weeks, she never replied. And my game is, okay, if I send you a message and I see you on there again and you haven't replied, I might just send you something like, hey, or what's up? You know, I'm a bit persistent. You feel me? So maybe like after a month and a couple of messages, she finally replied. And it was brief or whatever. And at some point I asked for a phone number. I asked for the phone number and we started texting and my shit is when you free. Fuck. So, and at the time, all the kids were pretty much young. Her daughter was 10, her sons was 15 and 16, they still in school. So she was like, yeah, you know, you could come pass around this time in the middle of the fucking day. All her children out the house. She gave me the address. And I pulled up. I'm like, damn, this is a nice little crib. In the area where she was in, there's like police on every fucking corner. Nice 2-story house, 2-car garage, big ass backyard. And I'm like, all right, so she a woman that stay here with her kids by herself. All right, she doing pretty good. And at the time, I had a couple other little chicks that I was dealing with. And as she said yesterday by Reg, I came to her house in another broad's car. I sure in the fuck did. You said she went on Reg Pound yesterday. Yeah, she went on there yesterday. I said, please name the apps. Simping and begging on YouTube just ain't getting it. If you like freaks and freaking, go for what you know if you grown. Exactly. So, yeah, I was dealing with a couple other women, and the car that I had at the time was giving me problems. So one of the chicks I was dealing with, she was letting me use her car. And I had an insurance claim I was waiting on. So I pull up to the house, call her, let her know I'm outside. She let me in. We go in the living room, we talking. When I tell you, 20 minutes in, I make my move, bust up right there on her fucking sofa. Right there. On her fucking sofa. Hey, Monica, long time no see. So I bust up right there on her sofa. And that was it. That was it. Every other day for like a motherfucking year, I was busting that ass up. And she talking about all this shit yesterday. She a freak and all this shit. Bitch, you don't even lick balls. I can't even suck on both of your titties at the same time. But you a freak. And she talking about some nigga bought a dryer. The dryer wasn't even the issue. She can't even get her lies straight. It was the washing machine, bitch. It was not the dryer. So you bullshitting with some random nigga and you fucking around with Conehead at the same time? Too umbish for me as the old. I don't know what that means. Where you been? You ain't been live in forever. I guess you ain't heard. I left that bitch. And the way my phone is, I ain't got no computer or nothing right now, so I'm going live off my phone. And I guess the way the settings set up, when I go live from the phone, as soon as I cut the live off, it goes to private. So, yeah, for like the whole first year, that's all we was doing was just fucking. She was inviting me on trips. Oh, like within the first 3-4 months, I was trying to get my car fixed. I was tired of using the little chick's cars that I was using. And Miss Moneybags, as she likes to proclaim, I asked her for a loan. The bitch let me borrow $5,000 within 4 months of me fucking with her. You did. What's up, Joe? Hey, Choco Kitty. Hey, Lex. So yeah, she broke me off, let me borrow a few $1,000s. And I was bullshitting like the first year. I was dealing with other hoes. And when she let me borrow that money, instead of me fixing my car, I ended up buying another car. And one of the women I was dealing with, she was a little older, and I had some shit going on with my license, so she put the car in her name for me. And of course, her being an older woman, the insurance was like $60 a month. You dig? So, I got the car in this lady name. I'm dealing with who we talking about, and it was a whole another female. It was an orange car, my car, and the bitch who I'm talking about car, and the older lady car. So yeah, I was fucking around. I was a player. I gave all that shit up for this bitch. I gave all that shit up for this bitch. So, God damn it. gave all that shit up for this bitch. So what ended up happening was she found out about the other two little broads. And what this bitch did was, of course, when I put the car in the older lady's name, I kept the title. So whenever I get all my shit straight, I could put the car back in my name and I ain't got to worry about arguing with a bitch to give me my fucking title or whatever the fuck like that. So I kept the title in my bedroom on one of my chairs. So I just wasn't paying no mind. I'm dealing with, all these fucking bros and going to work and dealing with my little girl mama and all that shit. All of a sudden the title was missing. I'm like, where the fuck? I could have sworn I put this title on this chair. And it was in an envelope. So you didn't know what it was until you looked in it. And I'm just looking for this motherfucker. And I never asked her if she's seen it. I'm just tearing my house up looking for this fucking car title. So, and it had been like a whole year since I had been dealing with you know who. It was like a whole year. And the older chick had went out of town. I had a key to the crib and I'm feeding her dog and, just chilling over there. And the older chick out of town, and me and this dumb bitch had been like kind of going back and forth because she a fucking child. And she feel entitled and I'm dealing with a couple other bros, so I can't give you all the time that you want. I gotta cut it thin because I'm dealing with a couple other women. So all of a sudden, my fucking phone rang and it's the older broad. Who the fuck is this? I'm like, what? And I was like, how the fuck did y'all find out about each other? I'm like, God damn. She was like, yeah, your little bitch went to my parents' house looking for me. I'm like, what? She went to your parents' house? Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, let me call you back. So I get off the phone with the older broad and I call you know who. And we talking and she like, yeah, I saw that car title and I went to the address. Like, what? So the older lady, when she put my car in her name, she used her parents' address. So when this dumb bitch went to the address, the chick parents, the older lady, her sister, and her nephews stayed with the parents. So one of the nephews answered the fucking door and was like, no, such and such not here. So this bitch left her number with the fucking nephew for the older lady to call her back. So they running it with each other, trading information. So the older bitch had found out about another bitch and told her about her. So that's how this bitch was talking about this shit on Reg yesterday. Because the older bitch went to ratting on me. So I'm like, God damn. I'm like, damn, this bitch done stole this title and went to the fucking address. I'm like, damn, she must really like me. She must really like me. So now it's like, fuck. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna keep my car. I'm thinking these bitches gonna play on me and the older bitch gonna sign it to this bitch and I'm just assed out. That's what I'm thinking gonna happen. So I got on the phone with the older bitch and she cussing me out and I'm a no good motherfucker and all that type of shit. So she ended up agreeing to sign the title over to you know who. Josh, fuck. I didn't think the bitch was gonna steal a goddamn title and go to the fucking address. I would have never thought that shit. That shit fucked me up when I got that phone call. So So I talked the older bitch to, you know, sign the title over the old girl. What's up, Dan? I talked her into doing it. Man, whatever, man. So I talked her into doing it. So I'm asking you know who. I'm like, okay, so you about to put the car in your name, but I still owed her the money that she loaned me. I was still waiting on my. No, I think I had got the settlement back, and I was paying her in pieces. She told the truth about that. I was paying her in pieces. So I'm talking to you know who, and I'm like, okay, so what you want to do? You want leave me alone, or I mean, I'm sitting up here at that point. I'm like, I'm ready to accept whatever the consequences are, because I done got caught. I done got caught red fucking handed. So I'm like, fuck, what you want to do? This bitch like, okay, I'm gonna put the car in my name and we gonna work it out. So I'm thinking she just worried about getting the rest of her money. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, fuck. And at the time, I was very infatuated with you know who. Then she was behaving correctly. She done ran me this bullshit about her ex and the dude who killed her ex, telling me she only got 4 bodies, me included. Some nigga that broke her virgin, her ex-husband, the nigga in jail, and then me. 2 + 2 = 4. So I'm like, all right. She supposedly can't have no kids. I'm not really tripping about having no more kids. So it's all good. I get to shoot up the club. She like to suck dick, but she don't want to lick my balls. And that's not a deal breaker. I'm not tripping about if you don't want to lick my balls. But you gonna suck some dick. That's gonna happen. This bitch made me come to her house one day on Father's Day, 2016, just to suck my dick. I could not believe it. I could not fucking believe it. So I thought I had me a decent woman. I really did. And people that's been around from the beginning, her people was, you know, trying to say that she was trying to come off like she was Claire Huxtable or Mother Teresa or Princess Diana. That was the type of behavior she was displaying. Like she was a nice, decent woman, all her kids by the same man, allegedly. You dig? I don't know about that younger son. I don't know if that's by the same man. Because for some reason, the older son and her daughter act just fucking alike. Her younger son don't act like neither one of them motherfuckers. So, what's happening, Lord? What'd you say? Not the balls. Yeah, she threw you in that shit too, dog. I think you said you listen to Reg. Yeah, she just going all out. She don't give a fuck. She confessing to cheating, all this shit. But on my motherfucking trail, trying to catch me doing some shit. But and I guess that shit really makes sense. The person who on that shit the hardest, they probably the one that's fucking around. Now, when we got married, I stopped. Because I'm like, in-house pussy. I'm gonna want fuck at least twice a week. You dig? So, again, I thought I had me something decent. That's true. 1D forever. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I like your avatar. I used to read the Curtis comics back in the day. So I'm like, all right, I got me something decent. And like I said, she found out about, you know, the other little chicks. So I asked her, I'm like, well, you know, what you want to do? She was like, you know, we gonna work it out. And I'm like, I asked her straight up, I'm like, why? Why do you want to work it out? Because I love you. Oh, that's another thing. Like 2-3 months into just fucking her. And now I'm realizing the shit was most likely a manipulation tactic to just try to have my nose wide open. And I think women are still under the impression that because they're having sex with a man, that he's just dumbfounded and can't see nothing past that ass. But I was dealing with other women, so. But I did like her the most. I will not lie, I did like her the most. I had kind of stopped fucking with the other two little bros. They was complaining that they wasn't getting no dick because I'm fucking this bitch every other day. What's up, Mac? So I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. She ended up telling me one day, like 2-3 months into just fucking, that she loved me. I'm leaving because the rotation was she make her children go in the bedroom at 9 o'clock every night. It don't matter what's going on. They don't have to go to sleep. When I would go creep over there, sometimes I would sleep and she, would wake up and go bring her children to school and come back and get some more dick. And then I gotta go, spend time with my other bitches. And I ain't even really fucking them like that. I'm just trying to keep shit cordial because I'm using this bitch code. This bitch got my car in her name. I mean, it was a lot going on. So when I met who, I'm like, I'm willing to stop doing all that shit for her. See, the bitch don't know a real man. And now I done figured out her daddy ain't shit. I done figured that shit out. So she saying, she won't work it out and all that shit. The old bitch done gave me the title. She gave me the title to give to the old bitch to sign it over. We go to the notary. She put it in her name. Everything gravy. You dig? So, and of course, like, we ended up coming on YouTube because of Sansaray. And yeah, I watch everything. Documentaries, movies, porn, all that shit. So this is when Sansaray and Priest was in the fucking hotel drinking wine out the box and boiling noodles in the fucking hotel. So what you say? You ain't taking the ladies to the to the hotel? I got my own shit. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. See, I'm glad you brought that up, Buster Free. So this house that this bitch was in, it was a nice house. It's a real nice house. And you know who is always trying, even now, even when we was together, even up until now, the bitch tries to portray this image that she has money. And that's what she was doing when I met her. And I've come across a lot of women that do that. Like, and it's like they still don't understand. We don't give a fuck about none of y'all accomplishments. When a man is trying to get with a woman, it's because we just wasting time until we able to fuck. That's what we doing. It don't mean we don't like you, but we have a mission to complete. There's a goal at hand. We want to fuck. And see, bitches don't have to be like that because y'all bitches. Let me pardon my language. I'm sorry. Women. Y'all are women. Y'all don't have to lie that y'all have money or material shit for a man to fuck you. We gonna want to fuck regardless, bitch. You could be staying with relatives, in an apartment, in a house, whatever. We still want to fuck. And I got my own shit, so I will come pick your goof ass up and bring you to my fucking house. So it's all good. Oh, of course, Janedra. I guess she thinking that she gonna embarrass me off of YouTube or some shit. It's not gonna happen. Whenever the fuck Reg go live, I'ma still go over there. It don't matter. So we watching Sansaray. Well, I'm watching Sansaray, and I'm like, I'm like, baby, come here, come see this goofy bitch. This bitch is in the hotel with this dude she just met that's married, and she was living with her baby. She was living in her baby daddy house, a property that Sansarin said her baby daddy let her stay in. But when she got with Priest, she decided that she was gonna get either her baby daddy told her to get the fuck off the property, or she decided that her and Priest was gonna get a crib together. So I'm like, hold on, why the fuck y'all in the hotel? But see, at the time, people didn't know that Sansarin was in her baby daddy shit. But I think she hadn't told everybody that Priest was married. So, and I know I ain't the only one. We like, why the fuck they not in somebody's house? Why the fuck they in a hotel? And even up until now, the bitch is still in the hotel. Darwin with the 60K is the dude that killed her ex. That's who that is. So anyway, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Just be patient. Everybody be patient with me. We gonna be on here for a minute. So yeah, the house again, the house is a real nice house. She trying to portray she got money. A very prime example of this bitch trying to stunt and act like she got money. We went to a hotel downtown with one of her other little hood booger friends. All this bitch's friends are hoes or drug addicts. Real shit. One of her friends just had a fucking baby for a crackhead. The hood booger bitch by Reg yesterday is a crackhead. And the bitch she grew up with in high school got schizophrenia because somebody laced her weed back in the day with some shit. And now she fucking crazy. The bitch walking on the goddamn interstate in the middle of the day. That's just to give an example of who the fuck she is and who she hang with. And birds of a feather, what? They flock. So I'm she at a hotel with one of her little friends, and this little bitch who she friends with, she claimed that she fucked with sugar daddies. And the way you know who was trying to run it to me, like the little bitch was trying to get her to fuck, like to have a threesome or to put her on one of his little sugar daddy friends or some shit. So I go meet them at the hotel, and they was going swimming. That was the situation. They wanted to go swimming. They had a pool on the roof of the hotel. So I'm like, fuck. When I changed my clothes, I forgot to put my money from the shit I took off into my pants pocket that I was putting on. I'm like, shit, let me hold a 20 so I could go get me a drink or some shit. And she was like, she ain't had no cash. Here, take my card, go to the ATM. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, she done gave me her code to her ATM card, and I don't do shady shit like that. I ain't gonna steal nothing from no bitch. I steal that ass. I ain't gonna steal none of your shit. So I go get the little $20 out, and I make sure, I keep her receipt so she could know exactly what I did, da-da-da-da. So when I went and brought her card back with the receipt, she take the card and she look at the card and the receipt and look at me, and she was like, I hope you ain't look at the balance, because it's just one of my bank accounts. So I just chuckled at the shit like, yeah, she on that bullshit. Like, and what I've noticed is when women see a man that they want to fuck, they actually turn into a fucking man when it comes to that type of shit. Like they would not hesitate, no holds, balls, none of that shit. They would let a nigga that they want to fuck, they would let him know. So it's pretty much like, she thinking that she a nigga in this situation. She trying to run game on me that she got money. Bitch, I don't care. And I don't even think at the time she had let me borrow that $5,000 yet. So that's pretty much what I guess that's her MO. She trying to act like she got shit. But I know everything. So That's when the hood booger bitch who was by Reg yesterday, she come into the picture. So of course, we on fucking YouTube, and this was the dumbest shit that she ever fucking did. And I told her about it from time to time. We shitting on Sansaray, and I think Cara B had interviewed Priest, and for some fucking odd reason, nobody knew anything about you know who's situation with her ex and the dude that killed him. Nobody knew about that shit. And my dumb ass is on YouTube in my real name. I'm just not no scary ass nigga. I'm not worried about none of that shit. If you look my name up and everything I was charged with back in the day, I don't give a fuck. I'm not ashamed of nothing on my jacket at all. So she tell me that stupid ass shit, and oh yeah, that's when the hood booger bitch come into play. And she decided that when Cara B went live and interviewed Priest, she decided that she was gonna tell everybody about her situation with her ex and the dude in jail. And supposedly she said that, well, I'm gonna put it out there before somebody else say something about it. Bitch, ain't nobody knew your fucking name. Nobody would have knew anything. So soon as she talked about the situation, all you gotta do is put it in the Google search, the situation, and the shit gonna pop up what happened. So of course, Black Baby Mama Sphere, Rice and Sanskrit found out about this shit. And all she told me was about the murder shit. She ain't tell me about the money shit. When Black Baby Mama Sphere and Sanskrit and Rice went to doxing this hoe, that's when that money shit came up. So they showing news articles from TV and the newspaper and shit. And of course, I read through the shit and I'm like, what? They saying that she stole this money from this school and wrote this little dude 2 checks. And some months later, her ex got killed in front of her daddy house. So I'm like, what the fuck? So when I'm reading the news articles and they talking about the money, when I'm reading the news articles and I'm seeing the money part of it, it didn't say the amount. It never said the amount. When people started looking further into it and they went to the docket master of Orleans Parish, that's when they found out the dollar amount. But the news articles never said the dollar amount. So I asked her, I said, so what these checks is you wrote? Oh, he flipped cars, so he bought some old cars and fixed them up to sell them. I'm like, all right. I will give a motherfucker the benefit of the doubt, and I do build cases. I love letting motherfuckers hang themselves. That whole live yesterday that Reg did, everybody fucking hung themselves. Mahogany hung herself. Reg hung himself. That bitch hung herself. Her hood booger crackhead friend hung herself. Of course, Aries, aka Mark, hung himself. And then you got the pedophile goldfish. He always hanging himself. And we gonna get to you in a minute, little nigga. Who we got in the chat? Who we got in the chat? Or y'all just talking to each other? Hit the like, please. Hit the fucking like. Thank you. So this hood booger bitch, she's a true hood booger. Like real shit. They pretty much the same, and it's crazy because you know who is 10 years older than this bitch. And they met each other because both of their husbands at the time were in the military and they were staying in a certain place and they met each other. So now all this shit is coming full circle to me. The hood booger bitch said yesterday she was fucking a stone. This bitch cheated on her husband and got pregnant by the nigga she was cheating with and had the fucking baby. And I ain't got no issue. I met her ex-husband. I don't have no problems with him, but he a lame ass nigga. Just based on the interactions that I've seen him with this hood booger bitch. Like, why are you even with her? This nigga is a manager of a fucking plutonium plant. Fucking with this hood booger bitch. So yeah, like I said, I asked her about the money shit. She ran that hot track to me and told me that dude was flipping cars and all that shit. And like maybe, was it like within the first year or right after the first year of me dealing with her, the hood booger bitch and her husband came down to New Orleans to visit us. They was living in Georgia somewhere. So they came down here to visit us. And I have a thing. Yeah, Joe, the hood booger bitch ex-husband is like Homer Simpson. He worked in a fucking plutonium plant. You dig? Like, she fumbled that bag big time. You dig? But I'm realizing that hood booger bitch only got with that dude to get out of her city. And I think you know who did the same fucking thing with her fucking ex-husband, just to get out of New Orleans. Or out of Marrero, because they didn't stay in New Orleans. So, let me get the paperwork out the way. I'm not ready for you yet. So the hood booger bitch and her husband come to visit us. And just how the hood booger bitch said yesterday, it was like they were trying to interview me to see if I was a good nigga for her to be with or some shit. And at the time, you know who didn't tell me all this whole business that was going on. I knew the hood booger bitch had 2 kids and was married. I didn't know that she cheated on this man and got pregnant and had the fucking baby. And the dude who she cheated with, like a week later, or right after she had the baby or some shit, this nigga robbed a pizza man. And he in jail right now. So ask me how I know that, hood booger bitch. So they come to visit us, and I had this thing about people coming in my bedroom or me going in their bedroom. I don't rock like that. I have boundaries, and I give people their boundaries. So, and at the time, I wasn't even staying with you know who. We would, yeah. So I think it was before like the first year. So for some odd reason, all of us are in you know who bedroom. We just in there, you know, just bullshitting and talking. And then all of a sudden, hood booger and her husband, or her ex-husband, they start like tapping out, playing with each other like they fighting. And hood booger bitch she gets serious. And she pushed the man into the fucking wall and said, look, y'all get out of here. Get out of this room. Because for 1 year, I don't even want y'all in the fucking bedroom. We ain't about to have no orgy, none of that shit. The only people should be in my fucking bedroom is who I'm fucking. That's it. Nobody else need to be in my fucking bedroom. That's how it is, Josh. It was a bunch of bullshit. So, but I know how to ease through shit. So that never was like a real issue for me that she got this hood booger bitch that she cool with, because the bitch stayed out of town. So, like maybe a few months after that, the hood booger bitch and her husband had to went back, you know, where they from. And me and you know who, you know, we still, you know, trying to figure each other out and shit. And what this bitch would do is she'll try to make an argument about something so that she can get her way about something else right after that. So I think we was having like a little argument about something. And she was like, you didn't notice that those drawers in that dresser were empty? Well, why the fuck would I notice empty drawers in your dresser? I don't snoop through shit. I had no reason to go through none of her fucking drawers or no shit like that. So she was trying to imply, yeah, I took all the stuff out of them drawers so you could put your stuff in there. I'm like, what? And she didn't actually officially, ask me to move in. But that's what she was implying. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll come keep some shit. I'm thinking that we, doing some real shit. And this was before even Kevin Samuels was even known of. And she was like, yeah, because I'm dating with intention. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I got me a good one. Like I said, all her kids by the same dude. She been married before. She just had some fucked up shit that happened in her life. So I shouldn't have nothing to worry about. That's what I'm thinking. I ain't got nothing to fucking worry about. But I mean, everybody know where we at right now. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, I gotta start thinking of an exit plan with my other little bitches. So the little chick who had the orange car, and you know who brought this shit up, and she said I told a bitch I was gay. That is not what the fuck I told this bitch. So the little chick with the orange car, she worked at the hospital, and she had like the little second shift. She'll go to work at like 2 p.m. to 9 at night. And I worked overnight at the time. And the way I had this shit set up, it was so fire. So especially once I was like really fucking with you know who, it was like I had that shit like clockwork. So I would go to work at like from 11 at night to like 6 a.m. And the chick with the orange car, she would go to work at 2 o'clock. So when I would get off, I would either go by the older bitch and go to sleep or something, or go to my crib and go to sleep. And then when orange car ready to go to work, I go pick up and bring her to work, and I keep her car, and then I go pick her up when she get off and drop her ass off home. Because she get off at 9, or I gotta get ready for work at 11. So I'm still using the car. So it was like, I already knew I wasn't gonna fuck with the older bitch for real. I already knew that. I'm just waiting to get my license shit straight so I can get my car out her name, and I'm gonna run off in the sunset with you know who. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna leave the chick with the orange car alone. So once my car was straight, because my shit was still in the shop. So once my shit was straight, I gave old girl with the orange car back her car, and I just ghosted her. And I felt bad about it when I did it, and I still feel bad about it. Because I don't do shit like that, but I ghosted her, and I was really fucking with her. So I bring her car back, and I ghost her. And I guess she started noticing, for one, like 2 months leading up until me giving her a car back, we wasn't fucking on a regular basis. Like I said, I would go to work, get off, go home and freshen up, and then go pick her up, bring her to work, pick her up from work, bring her home, and still keeping her car. So she wasn't even coming to my crib. I wasn't chilling by her. It was like for like 3 straight weeks, that's what it was. And she was complaining about not getting no dick. So I'm like, let me stop even fucking with this girl because I know I don't want to be with her. I hadn't came across some red flags concerning her. So I'm like, you know who is the winner for the love of Warren in this motherfucker. So like a good month after I give the chick with her with the orange car back her car, she texting me what's going on and da-da-da. And she asked me through the text message, she's like, I mean, if something going on, or are you gay or some shit, like trying to get a reaction out of me. And when everything came to light with all with the chicks or whatever, with you know who, I told her what happened. I'm trying to convince her, look, I had a plan. I was gonna leave these bitches alone for you. That was my plan. I mean, obviously I married the bitch. So it was just like that. And even until this day, I haven't talked to the chick with the orange car, but I heard that she ended up having a baby for somebody and shit like that. But some shit was going on with her, and that's what made my decision easier because you know who was acting like, you know, perfect Patty. You feel me? So right. But nah, Buster, she just was trying to get a reaction, texting me that shit. And I ignored it. I already knew that's what it was. And I'm like, no, I'm about to fuck with you know who, and that's what it's gonna be. And it's cool if a chick got money or her own money or even make more money than me. In my mind, that's letting me feel like I ain't gotta worry about the bitch asking me for nothing. You feel me? So it wasn't like I was trying to use you know who to get shit from her. She loaned me $5,000 and I paid it back. And after that, I didn't ask her for another motherfucking thing. And that was within the first year, 2016. And the bitch can't ever tell you anybody that she loaned me no money after that or I asked her for money after that. So yeah, I left the chick alone with the orange car before you know who even found out and went to the older chick parents' house. The older chick didn't know I left the chick alone with the orange car. She didn't even know that. So I'm thinking, you know, that's helping me out. We're working it out with you know who. Like, look, I left this bitch alone. So fast forwarding, after all that shit happening, you know, we supposed to be living in bliss and getting along and trying to have a relationship. And this nigga Aries was nowhere around or a topic of conversation at all. But she, you know who had a couple of little niggas that she would tell me about that was trying to still pursue her from time to time. But I'm over there every other day, tearing that ass up. So I'm like, whatever. All right, you telling me about these niggas, but I'm over here way too fucking much. We doing too much shit together. I'm like, you fucking around, bitch. I don't know when you doing it. You did. So in me in particular, I'm not worried about that type of shit. That's your pussy. If you wanna fuck some other nigga, that's on you. Just don't let me find out. Don't be sloppy with your shit. So getting to the hood booger. So after the hood booger then came and visit us and all that shit, we went out there to go see them. Cause you know who likes to travel. She likes to go places. So we go by the hood booger bitch in Georgia. Nice little neighborhood they staying in. When we walked in the motherfucking house, they got clothes all over the living room floor. You couldn't even see the fucking carpet. We go in the kitchen. It's every fast food place you could think of. Bags everywhere over in the fucking kitchen. Wendy's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Arby's, all that shit. We have the meats, Faye says. So I'm like, yeah, this bitch is trifling as fuck. You did, because her husband, and they were still married, her husband works at a fucking plutonium plant. Bitch, that's all you gotta do is keep the house clean. That's all you gotta do. This bitch don't even have a fucking high school diploma. She eventually got her GED. Let's give her a round of applause. That bitch got her a GED. Finally. So I'm just peeping out the fucking environment. I'm like, how in the fuck are you even associated with this type of bitch? And when I tell y'all, this bitch, I used to think the bitch looked like Rasputia from Norbit. You know who this bitch looked like? This bitch looked like she looked like Fantastic as a woman. They look just alike in the face. Real shit. Fantastic from YouTube, she looked like this nigga as a woman. This bitch stomach is bigger than her titties. And she bad built, of course, because her stomach bigger than her titties. And then her front tooth is chipped. And y'all done heard the bitch voice, how deep it is. So apparently something was going on with her and her husband at the time. They divorced right now. But at the time when they were still married, she's a serial cheater. She said the shit on Reg yesterday. And of course, after finding out that her son ain't for him, I'm like, yeah, this nigga lame as fuck. How in the fuck are you still with this bitch? In the story that you know who told me about the situation, how she got pregnant from the other nigga, I'm like, yeah, nigga, you stupid. You still with this bitch. And at the time, the little boy was like 6 or 7. So I'm like, well, I guess he trying to work this shit out with this hood booger hoe. And then you know who telling me all this bitch fucking information, telling me how the bitch was smoking crack, smoking weed, popping X pills, shooting heroin, all type of shit. And even when we was down there visiting them, this bitch snuck out the house to go holler at her side nigga. And when a nigga lame like that, I don't really want to even talk to him or none of that shit, converse, none of that shit. I don't want to talk about, you like football? I like football too. I don't want to talk about nothing with a nigga like that. So I'm just keeping it cool with you know who. So, of course, we trying to figure out the sleeping arrangements. Hood booger bitch and her husband got their bedroom. And I think the children shared a room, or they both was sleeping in the living room where all the clothes was all over the fucking floor. And then they had an empty bedroom. They didn't have a bed in that bitch, an air mattress or nothing. Me and you know who laying on the floor. I'm like, I don't want to fucking stay here. All right, we gonna get a hotel room. You fucking right, we gonna get a hotel room. I do not want to fucking stay in this house. So we get a hotel, and then we kicking it with them and shit, and then we end up leaving. We had drove all the way out there. So we come back to Louisiana, and like maybe a couple of months later, hood booger bitch and her husband at the time, they ended up separating. So this hood booger bitch is from pillar to post by different niggas' houses with these 2 children. So, and how her lame ass ex-husband let this shit happen is beyond me. But this bitch ended up talking you know who into come and stay with us. You feel me? So, what y'all saying in this chat? So, Red's probably gonna put it on. No, we ain't make no pallet, nigga. We left. We went got a fucking room. I like, nah, this shit too trifling. This is some trifling shit. And I'm thinking she only cool with this bitch because they had been knowing each other for so long. And because I'm thinking that she ain't had nothing to do with her ex-husband, that's the bitch she was with when her ex-husband got killed. She was with this bitch helping her go through labor. And of course, recently, I'm like, how the fuck you friends with this bitch for one, but you know she cheating on her husband and you helping her go through labor? And coincidentally, your ex-husband gets killed by your boyfriend? All right. So this bitch, the hood booger bitch and her husband get separated, and she done told you know who to come stay with us. So this hoe and her kids, they squatting in our motherfucking living room. And I'm gonna say our living room because I was paying half the fucking bills. So, and of course, bitches gonna stick together. Like, the sisterhood is a real fucking thing. And that was evident by Reg yesterday. That was like a for sure sisterhood panel. That's what the fuck that was. Even though men were up there, it was a sisterhood panel. So, this bitch, she comes stay with us. with her 2 kids in the living room. They sleeping in the living room. And this bitch had her own TV. So she put her TV on the dining room table. She on a little dating app too, where I met you know who on Tag. She going live on Tag, meeting niggas and all this old type of stupid shit. So one day I come home from work and we in a real nice, decent neighborhood. I get out of my car and I hear motherfuckers screaming from in the house. I hear them outside. I'm like, oh, fuck no, man. I just got off from work. I don't want to hear all this fucking noise. So the way the house was set up when you first walk in the door, to the left is some French doors to the dining room. And the dining room is connected to the living room. The living room is connected to the kitchen. And that's all to the left when you walk in the front door. In the middle is a hallway to get to the kitchen, and on the very right is the stairs to go upstairs. So as I'm walking in the house, the French doors was open. The hood booger bitch and you know who younger son was yelling across the house from each other. So I just made like a little statement. I'm like, man, y'all need to chill out. And I closed the French doors. This hood booger bitch got up and opened the doors back like nigga, no, I'ma do what I want. So I closed the door back. This bitch opened the door back up. So I'm like, man, let me go change my clothes and get this bitch mind right. Cause I don't think she know where the fuck she at or know who the fuck I am. So I go up the steps and she go to like talking shit. And I thought she called me out my name. So I called her a bitch. So she start hollering and screaming, I ain't call you no bitch. And the kids in the house, so now they stupid ass getting involved in the shit. So of course I'm like an outsider. All these motherfuckers been knowing each other for like the last 10 years. I'm the new nigga dealing with you know who. So it's like everybody like talking shit to me, and her younger son, his stupid ass was about to get beat the fuck up. Cause he called himself stepping to me. And this nigga like 15, 16. Why am I gonna beat this little dude ass like that? So I just politely told him, get the fuck out of my face. And he went on about his business. Me and her booger bitch still fussing with each other. So she was like, I ain't call you out your name. So I was like, all right, my bad. I apologize to the bitch. And I guess she saw that as a sign of weakness. So then she actually called me out my name. So we going at it. She was like, yeah, cause I fight niggas. And I said, yeah, and I beat the fuck out bitches. Oh, no, I'm gonna go to a hotel then. Da-da-da-da. Just tell you know who to call me later. Bye. So this bitch pump faking like she about to get a hotel room because I guess she thought I was like her fucking ex-husband. I will beat the fuck out of bitches if she touch me. I'm not gonna start off trying to hurt no who, but bitch, you tried me and I will fuck you up. And that go for a nigga too. Okay, Mark? Try me. 2111, nigga. So this bitch outside fussing with herself. I think she had called you know who called me. Like, well, you was supposed to call me, bitch. What the fuck am I call you for? You're a whole nother woman. What? I'm a grown ass nigga. I don't need you to help me talk to this bitch. She need to learn some motherfucking manners. So some type of way, the shit settled down, and like maybe a couple of weeks later, the hood booger bitch had to talk to some nigga in Baton Rouge, and he done let her come stay with him. That's what she had now. And this bitch done had to stay with us 3 fucking times. Bitch is a lost cause. And while she was staying with us, the bitch was trying to get her GED. You running around fucking niggas and doing drugs, but ain't got no fucking high school diploma at least. She at least had got a job though. What she was doing, she was transporting batteries for Walmart or some shit. I don't fucking remember. It was some dumb shit. So, man, look. Oh, I already know, Spirit. That shit seemed like it was orchestrated. Cause how the fuck Red's talking about? Oh, I don't want to hear about burning in no more. I don't want you talking about it no more. And then 10 minutes later, Jarrell Jr., the motherfucker who raped his 6-year-old cousin when he was 12, that motherfucker get on the panel and start talking about the shit. Then 5 minutes later, you know who is on the panel. Then Conehead is on the panel. Then Hood Booger bitch is on the panel. Y'all really taking this dumb YouTube shit serious? Bitch, I'm not scared of nothing. Nothing. And you would think that if a bitch got smacked up in front of the police station, that she would understand that this ain't a nigga to play with. You remember that, Aries? You remember when I smacked her in front of the police station? This bitch got... So, this is a story about me smacking you-know-who up at the police station. We on Bourbon Street for Halloween. And damn near just how the Super Bowl was, that's how it was for Halloween. We in fucking New Orleans. Bitches got on all type of crazy, provocative fucking costumes and shit. And bitch, I'm with you. So what if I'm looking at a bitch? So what? I'm not trying to tell her nothing. I'm not making noises and pulling my dick out, jerking. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just looking. So and it's a crowd. It's like we walking in crowds. So she claimed she was turning around to ask me something, and she said she seen me looking at a bitch. So she have a fucking temper tantrum in the middle of Bird Street, and she won't go home. Like, all right. So as we walking back to her car, we was in her car, and she had her keys, and I had her phone. So we walk into the car, and it's a police station right there that we got to walk across to get to her car. So we coming up to the corner where the police station is. She like, give me my phone. I'm like, when we get to the car, I'll give you your phone. Because I'm like, bitch, you ain't about to leave me out here. So this bitch thinking that she about to pull some shit off. She sit her little stupid ass on the ground in front of the fucking police station. So I just squatted down. And I said, get the fuck up so we could go. I'm going to give you your phone when we get in the fucking car. Because you ain't leaving me out here. So she just like, well, da-da-da-da. So I politely stuck my hand out, put my fingers together, and popped her in her face twice. Get the fuck up. She, and she got up, and we went to the car. You know where this bitch took us? To her fucking daddy house. And tried to, I guess, tattletale on me. Her daddy ain't say a motherfucking thing. He was like, oh well, hit the like, please. Hit the like, please. Nah, his name not James, Ja. Spirit, based on what you know who said, and you know who talks too fucking much. To say that she was pretty much trying to play me behind all this being together marriage shit, she told me too much fucking information about a lot of fucking people. Too much shit. So anyway, her pops was just like, you know, it was almost like he felt like, well, if Warren popped you in your face, you probably deserved it. So, and this was like within the first 2 years we was dealing with each other, and we still got married. I'm a bum ass nigga. I don't know how to eat pussy. What else? All type of shit. I'm just fucked up. But I'm fucking all these bitches she done found about, but she still wanted to get married. Still. And we still fucking married. Matter of fact, I could give y'all the fucking courthouse number, and y'all can call and ask our fucking names. Bitch, I don't know who you thought you was playing with, baby. I don't know. But you're finding out. So So even through all that, we still got married in 2019. And we got married on the day that her grandmother died. And she was very, very close to her grandmother. So, what happened? Yeah, so from like 2017 up until like 2021, every other year, her booger bitch needed to come stay with us. Every other year, this bitch needed somewhere to stay. And she was going back and forth between niggas and you know who. And eventually she went out there in Georgia by her people. And some stupid shit you know who told me, and the bitch had to come back down here to Baton Rouge. So anyway, let's see, what else happened? Yeah, I caught the bitch flirting with Chris Law early in the game. And when I confronted her about it, the bitch started crying. Because I think she was tipsy when she was flirting with him in his chat. And see, that's another thing. The dumb bitch was up there with Rude. Rude is the one who told me that Chris said that he fucked. Bomb said he fucked. Lord Gaelic said he fucked. And Rude said he fucked. So it's not shit that I'm just making up. I'm getting this information from people. Just how I got Aries' fucking name. 10 different motherfuckers sent me comments giving me this nigga name. And I'm not gonna come looking for you, Aries. Just pray that I don't see you nowhere. 2111. You know where I live and you know where I work. Try me. And I don't play with guns, nigga. I love to torture motherfuckers. But anyway. So in a minute, Lord Gaelic, you did tell me that Chris said that he fucked. Or you said you heard from somebody else. My bad. If you didn't hear from Chris, you told me you heard about it. So yeah, that's what that is. 3 different motherfuckers done told me about this Chris Law shit. If Chris didn't tell you, my bad. But you heard it from somebody. So I don't have no link to drop. I don't think I could drop a link. How about you go live and I come by your live? Because I don't, you never told me what? You didn't tell me that Chris Law fucked? I know you ain't going out like a chump now. I know you ain't trying to backpedal, Lord Gaelic. I know that shit. Because you was telling me that you was going to send a message to Chris to call me and ask him. So either somebody making this shit up or Chris is telling people this shit. Why would just out the blue somebody say Chris Law said he fucked? Or supposedly Chris Law fucked. Nah, I can't talk to you right now. Go live and I'll come to your live. Nigga, I'm not running from nobody. If I misunderstood what the fuck you said, that's what it is. So anyway. And then there's a bunch of other shit that she said she was cheating the whole fucking relationship. So it's neither here nor there. I can't check no messages. I can't answer the phone. I'm on live. Let me see what he's saying. Oh, no, that's not him. That's somebody else. So, all right, what you said then, Lord Gaelic? Put it in the chat what you said. Apparently, Josh, he supposedly, that was the whole issue with him. That he was a nigga from New Orleans, that all of a sudden in 2020, he started coming over there by us on YouTube. He said he didn't know her. She said she didn't know him. That was the lie that was going on. Why are you lying about knowing this nigga? Why we couldn't all hang out? He wanted to go on a double date. He was following us to parades. We could have all hung the fuck out with him and his imaginary bitch. We could have done that. So while we're waiting for Lord Gaelic to say what he said, I will continue. So yeah, the hood booger bitch was a true hood booger bitch. As y'all can hear and she even admitted that she cheated on her husband, had a baby for another nigga. So, all right. So put a 1 in the chat if you ready for the police report, or put a 2 in the chat if you ready for the divorce decree. 1 for police report, 2 for divorce. You asked if Chris Law did Nene. I said I don't know. You asked if he did. What'd he tell you? I said I don't know. All right, well, I can take that back. I mean, if that's what you're saying, that's what happened. I must have asked you, but you said that you heard about it. You did say that you heard about it, Lord Gaelic. Because I think Rude and Bond might have told me first, and I probably told you that they told me that. And you said that you heard it too. I remember that part. You did say that you heard it. Right, and you said, I told you to ask him yourself, right, and I told you to give him my number so he can call me. Because you have his fucking phone number. So anyway, if I'm wrong, I apologize. So I can take accountability. Too many people can't. Well, Sean said he won't hear the police report. You never said that he did anything. You said that you heard he fucked. That's what you told me. So, yeah, that shit with the hood booger bitch. Once again, 1 for the police report, 2 for the divorce decree. Right, Lord Galen, I just corrected it. You told me you heard about it. And I would assume that you talked to Chris and asked him. Fuck. So where we at? Where we at? All right, the hood booger bitch. Yeah, Aries. So Aries started coming around 2020. He jumping on pan. He following us every fucking where we going. He wants to be part of the pit. He sending you know who emails about what the fuck Angela doing. He's sending me emails. And see, that's the thing too. These motherfuckers that came up with this crazy ass fucking lie that I sent this dude a fucking picture of my dick. And these dumb motherfuckers sending it around to each other. But who remembers when Mahogany had a stream a few years back, some ladies' night shit with Mahogany, Uppity, you know who, what's the other girl? Celeste. And see, that was another thing. Aries was sitting up there talking to Celeste stupid ass 2:00 in the morning, and people found out about it. And that's when you know who lied about knowing him. Cause I'm thinking I know this nigga, cause for one, he from New Orleans, and he seemed familiar. I'm thinking I went to junior high with this bitch ass nigga. All right, Lord Gaelic, you didn't ask him? All right, whatever. But you said you heard about it. So I'm thinking I know him. So when the shit came out that Aries was talking to Celeste, and Celeste's supposed to be married, like these motherfuckers just be lying about everything. How the fuck you got 4 kids and married, but you on the phone with some nigga at 2:00 in the morning? Okay, whatever. So I'm asking you know who. All right, so what his name is? Oh, well, somebody said his name is Mark, and then somebody said his name is something else. I'm like, well, all right, so she acting like she don't know this nigga. And I don't give a fuck about no other nigga. We married. She supposed to be having a low body count. I'm number 4. I'm the last nigga that supported and fucked her and all this shit. So I'm not feeling like, I'm thinking that nobody is a threat. And that was part of her manipulation. And I fell for it. I thought I was the only one. Didn't you know who? Spirit, what the fuck are you saying? You know who get into with Celeste? What the fuck? You gotta rewrite that, Spirit. I don't understand that shit. But yeah, the bitch was lying about knowing this nigga. But supposedly she ain't fucking. So why are you lying about knowing a nigga you ain't fucked? It don't make sense. So I'm like, all right, whatever about this shit. I'm not worried about no nigga with any chick I deal with. I'm not worried about the next dude. That's your pussy. If we married or not, that's your pussy. So we doing that Viper Pit thing, and then all of a sudden, you dig, me and you know who, we getting notifications from Facebook that somebody trying to hack into our Facebook from Houston. Yeah, I remember that, Spirit. I guess that's what you was trying to see. You dig that? Yeah, she was beefing with Celeste and all that shit, and that might be why they was beefing, cause Celeste was taking her man, her side nigga. You feel me? So, and do I believe in a low body count? I mean, I had no reason to doubt her when she told me that. This was in the very beginning stages of me dealing with her. I mean, I don't give a fuck about body count. She offered that shit. I didn't ask her about how many men she slept with. I don't fucking care. Because I don't really want to tell how many bitches I've been with. So I don't ask them type of lame ass questions. I'm just happy if I get the pussy. I'm not tripping about how many niggas you done fucked. But she knew to lie about that. It did, because she knew that would get her out of the running for the love of Warren. So yeah, we gone through all this Viper Pit shit, and like I said, we get notifications from Facebook that some motherfucker from Houston trying to hack both our Facebook. So of course we thinking it's rude. You feel me? So all hell Cluster motherfucking B. Cluster had finally doxed Rude name. Oh, like, oh, fuck yeah. Let me go look his shit up. So the little sites on Google, they had this little site, and it was something dealing with children. And it was just by coincidence that I paid $1 for that site and looked up this nigga information. And what did I find? I'll let you know what side I'm on. You can let me know how far I fuck there. Give me 1 second, y'all. Someone is texting me. 1 second. Damn, I might have missed out on some pussy. She texted me a whole hour ago. Fuck. All right. So, I look up this nigga name, and it's saying that he sexually assaulted a 6-year-old when he was 12. And that he got mad at his baby mama as an adult because they had them broke up and she was seeing a new nigga. He tried to hit his baby mama and a new nigga with a car. That's why his shit wasn't sealed and I was able to find it. Because part of his fucking probation or whatever the fuck, when he did that shit to his little cousin, he couldn't get no more trouble. I think up until a certain age or some shit. I don't remember. But he did a bunch of dumb shit as an adult and the fucking shit wasn't sealed no more. What's ham dub? So Rue should be kicked off. I mean, it's a lot of shit that should happen to him permanently. I'm like, whatever. He another one too. If I ever see him, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. I've been saying that. So I don't know why the fuck he getting on Reg yesterday lying, talking about I ain't never told him nothing. We was supposed to meet each other halfway between Houston and fucking Louisiana. Like, motherfuckers just can't take their fucking L in peace. So of course, when I found this information out, me and you know who was on vacation for her for her birthday. Hello. I'll talk to you later, my nigga. Everybody won't fucking call me now. It's too late. It's too late. So we in Tennessee on our vacation from like I think a couple of years ago, and I exposed the shit over there by Rage. This nigga Jarrell Jr. had like 7 different fucking lies that he was trying to clean that shit up. Boy, you were fucking whack, Jarrell Jr. You should have just took your L and left YouTube peacefully. But now he done finally found a job. Oh, they got an all-black party tonight? Oh, all right. That's what's up. For sure, give me the details, my nigga. Give me 1 second, y'all. I just got invited to a party. That's what the report says, Spirit. That he tried to hit his baby mama and her boyfriend with a car. Because she had to move the fuck on. He literally was about to crash out. But y'all trying to fuck with me? If this a crash out, so be it. All I'm doing is talking shit. That's all I'm doing. All I've been doing is trolling you know who since I left that bitch. All I've been doing is trolling that hoe. That bitch cannot tell you not one time have I tried to work it out. Have I tried to get some pussy from her? Have I tried to even call her? I haven't even tried to call that bitch. All right, something fishy going on, but I'm with it. And this nigga know I ain't scared of shit. So Aries, when I get this information about this party, you know who can come. I dare you to come, nigga. So anyway, yeah, this bitch ass nigga, Jarrell Jr., aka Rude Imp Rude. Oh Lord, hold up, bro. Okay, let me get rid of that. So yeah, everybody already know he was lying about what actually happened and all that shit. So yeah, he a duck ass nigga. But I'm crashing out. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. No, I'm not ready. What time it is? Hold up. It's 4:30. Nah, nigga, I'll just meet you there. I need a few hours. I'll meet you there. Cause now shit looking real fishy. Real fishy. Nigga, I come up over the tutelage of Tupac Shakur, nigga. Ain't no fucking way. He don't need to be driving trucks if he running people over. Oh my God, lies after lies. And every time he talks, he's talking in circles and it's annoying. And I'm glad he said my name. The only reason his baby mama let him stay at his daughter's party was in favor of his daughter, but he's still a pedo. He shouldn't be driving anything. I think that nigga was trying to drive school buses so he could be around them children. I think he fighting that shit. How he come on YouTube just talking about sex? He asking you know who about how she get fucked and her dumb ass answering him. Like, bitch, you are a raggedy bitch. And who that was? Moon, Nias or whatever was asking me, do I regret putting this shit on here? Fuck no, I don't regret it. Because the dumb bitch kept revealing new shit every time I exposed something, especially when I exposed the Aries Valentine's Day massacre. This bitch admitted that she had met him before me. That's how everybody found this shit out. But only motherfuckers like Reg don't remember hearing this shit. She said this nigga was a teacher at her school, at her children's school, and that he asked out on a date, and she said she told him no. But for some odd reason, y'all are fucking friends up until this day and was hiding it from your fucking husband. Go figure. So anyway, so in about maybe 5 minutes, we're gonna get to one of the entrees of this live. And I want y'all to give me y'all fucking opinion in the chat about what y'all think about this part of the police report that I'm gonna read. I'm only gonna read the part about the money because it's very telling. So let's see what else. What else happened? Yeah, so back to Aries. Yeah, he following us around, popping up at parades, wanting to go on double dates. And he keep talking about when I seen him at the last parade and I shook his hand. I had no problems with you at the time. If I would have known about that fucking Valentine's Day card, I probably would have went to jail. I wouldn't have gave a fuck about you know who. Nigga, you really playing with me. And I'm noticing all this scandalous shit that's coming out in relationships as far as with celebrities. This bitch is following pretty much everything these celebrities have done to fuck over their spouse. She's doing it to me. I'm like, goddamn. Remy Ma Papoose, Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, Megan Good and that fucking pastor nigga she was fucking with. Like, she doing all that same shit they doing. Like, goddamn. But anyway. Nah, Buster Free, I think he just be bushing. Reg is coming out that he just about the money now. And that was some truly goofy shit that he did with Brownie. Like, you tricking by proxy of fucking rude? Like, Reg, that was tricking. Straight the fuck up and down. That was tricking. And that was a goofy way to trick. This nigga give you $200 and you give damn near half the money to some bitch that's just started coming around. What the fuck? That was some goofy shit, bro. You might need to watch Kevin Samuels. He would have taught you better than that. So bruh, that yeah, you might want to take that stream down. And it's like, even though I'm quote unquote crashing out and all that shit, ain't nobody making videos about me. Nobody. But it's about 10 different motherfuckers making videos about what you doing, Reg. Like, you need to tighten that shit up, my nigga. Fuck. I'm trying to call Reg, you ain't want to answer the fucking phone. What the fuck? You've been sent to voicemail. What the fuck? But I text Reg the number to the courthouse. If you think I'm fucking lying, call the courthouse. They will tell you we still married. So I'm gonna get to the divorce shit after the police report. And this hood booger bitch subbed to my channel. What this bitch was saying that I blocked her in my chat, I probably didn't know it was your ugly hood booger ass. And you probably said some stupid shit and I blocked you. But this bitch, this dumb bitch, Lord have mercy. Like, this shit is like a real fucking, like, sitcom or some shit. Like, I don't even think writers could have wrote this shit for real. So yeah, Aries doing all this dumb shit. He trying to debate me about Kevin Samuels. Nigga, obviously I was the better pick out of the two of us because you've been knowing her for over 10 years. She meet me and fuck me the first day and wanted to marry me. But it was for a certain reason. Of course, I'm realizing the bitch never loved me. That's all good and gravy. I'm not tripping off of that either. I know I came into it with genuine intentions. I left them hoes alone. I moved in with this bitch, paying half the bills, helping her with her fucking kids. And I can tell some stories about her fucked up kids. But they grown now. All of them grown. But these motherfuckers was doing, but see her younger son, he cool as a fan. But see that older motherfucker and that little nasty bitch, they fucked up. Both of these motherfuckers talk about killing themselves and killing everybody, and the daughter tried to kill herself behind her girlfriend. Because you know who wouldn't let her go see the bitch. And then I'm finding out that you know who and the daughter in cahoots of hiding that her and that little girl was fucking in the house. So yeah, bitch, put out the text messages that showed when I left, or you telling me to leave. And that's another thing too. I don't know who remembers this bitch said yesterday that she said, if I leave one more time, I can't come back. Why in the fuck is that even part of the conversation yesterday if you claim you told me to leave? Bitch, you contradicting yourself, ho? How you gonna say if I leave, I can't come back, but then you tell me to leave? And then the bitch talking about her dumbass daddy came and put me out. I ought to beat the fuck out your paw he played with me. The fuck is wrong with y'all? See, that's the thing. You ain't met no real fucking man in your life. That's the fucking problem, bitch. You needed correction. You told me that this fucking man, whenever he punished your stupid ass, that you just would bother him throughout the day to let you off punishment. He'd be like, all right, get out my face. What you said, your daddy? You said, yeah, people think your daddy mean, but he a marshmallow? Ain't that what the fuck you said, bitch? And again, I'm at 2111. I dare you. Send somebody over here. And we got cameras now. So who that was knocking on my door 2 o'clock in the morning a month ago? I wonder who. I wonder who. So come fuck with me, bitch. I'm at work and I'm at home. Every day. You might get mad because you might catch a bitch coming in or leaving. I done just went right back to what the fuck I was doing before I met you. I will start all the fuck over again. And I love black bitches. I love them. Especially dark-skinned bitches. And see, hood booger bitch got a good complexion, but the bitch is ugly and fat. Hit the like, please. Reg was talking shit about tricking on bros. Now when he trick is cool. I don't know, bruh. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. And Brownie and Cassandra are straight sisterhood. And this dumbass nigga American Negro. I was looking, cause see, I was looking through my old videos earlier. And American Negro and Cassandra was one of my main motherfuckers in the chat. But see, I caught Cassandra saying some sisterhood shit, and I clowned her about it, so now the bitch don't like me no more. The bitch don't like me no more. Who's that knocking at my window? Pow! You dig? So enough of this bullshit. Let's read this police report. Let's read, shall we? Let's read. You think I'm fucking lying? Fucking lying, bitch. You think I'm fucking lying, bitch? Let me show the date on this shit again. When your grandma died, bitch. And you told me about how much of a whore your grandma was before she died. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! This bitch, you know who told her again? Cause see, I went by her daddy. Now see, man, and I'm supposed to be scary, all this shit. When I got the police report, I went to her daddy's house and showed it to him. And of course, he didn't deny. Well, no, because I was there when the police was questioning her and da 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 da. Did she give you $70,000? No, she didn't give me no $70,000. Well, she gave it to the nigga who killed her ex-husband, the father of your grandchildren. She paid that nigga to do that shit. So anyway, did I lose the page? Okay. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? So, on February 4th, 2014, Detective Francis authored an arrest warrant for Darwin Lee Bethune for the violation of second-degree murder of Joseph Anderson. Detective Francis presented the warrant to Criminal Commissioner Patricia Joyce, who reviewed and authorized the arrest for Darwin Bethune on the above charge. On February 6, 2014, Detective Francis was contacted by Detective James of the NOPD Economic Crime Unit and was informed that he was investigating a theft that occurred in Orleans Parish involving you-know-who and Darwin Bethune. Under NOPD item, blah, 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 blah. Detective James stated that in February 2013, a representative with the company that you-know-who worked for filed a report in reference to the theft of funds totaling $69,840. Detective Hyde was assigned to the FBI Public Corruption Task Force and investigated the incident. During the course of the investigation, investigators were able to establish that you-know-who was an employee of the place she worked for and was responsible for supplying Darwin Bethune with two checks, one for $47,840 and the second for $22,000, in which he deposited both checks in fraudulent accounts created by him and withdrew some of the funds. You-know-who was informed of the ongoing investigation, and she agreed to cooperate with investigators. She agreed to cooperate. You-know-who provided investigators with an inculpatory statement indicating her involvement with the theft. She stated that she reluctantly agreed to participate with the fraud after constant persistence by Bethune, the relationship he had with the kids, and the love she had for him. Detective James advised that he issued the arrest warrants for Darwin Bethune and you-know-who on the above charges. On February 7th, Darwin Bethune surrendered himself to Orleans Parish Central Lockup. He was later transported by Detective such and such to the Jefferson Parish Investigations Bureau. Fucking right, Josh. You gotta be with bitches like this. You gotta be. And see, hold up, bitch. Hold the fuck up, bitch. Fuck up, bitch. You see all these papers, bitch? You see all these fucking papers, bitch? Do you see all these papers? They blocked everything out. So I'm making shit up. I don't type shit. I don't know how to write like that, bitch. I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit, bitch. And what is this? What is this I got right here? God damn it. What is this I got right here? What does it say? What does this say? Citation petition for divorce under code whatever. And it's our name. So tell me what y'all think. What y'all think? Yeah, you could go over there by Reg and talk all that shit. You ain't got a restraining order, bitch. That shit is null and void now. That shit is null and void, bitch. How you gonna get a fucking restraining order, lie about it to get it, but then start participating with shit that you're trying to get a restraining order for? She only got a restraining order so I wouldn't expose her on YouTube. That's why she got a restraining order. This bitch know that I don't hit her, none of that shit. Because now you saying by Reg, I was beating on you and you had bruises. You told your fuck boy for a side nigga and his scary ass didn't do nothing. Why you didn't tell your daddy? Why you didn't tell your sons? Why am I still walking around? Why? Somebody please tell me. I already know why, but I want somebody that's watching to tell me why the fuck I'm not in the hospital, dead or in jail for beating this bitch ass. I'll wait. I will fucking wait. Bitch, you played with the right one, but the wrong one at the same time. I have no problem being a one-woman man. No problem. I proved it. And people that fuck with me couldn't believe it. Not player from the Himalaya. Bitch, you done fucked up. So what I'm realizing, thank you, BC. So what I'm realizing is that's what her and the hood booger bitch was doing when they met each other. They just was cheating on their husband. I can't ask her ex-husband what happened because he fucking dead. And somebody else said in Red's chat yesterday that she set that shit up because her ex-husband was filing joint custody, which means no child support. Lazy bitch. So she set this man up to get killed. And see, that's what I was thinking too. It's a behavior pattern. So you went through all that shit with your first husband. Then you meet my beautiful ass. Want to marry me. And I think she was trying to play this shit off like, look, I'm with this new man and we got married. I didn't have nothing to do with my ex-husband getting killed. But then you do some stupid shit when you with me. And I'm supposed to believe you ain't had nothing to do with your ex? Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Forget about it. Ain't no fucking way that somebody went through some shit like that in a relationship and then get with somebody new and then damn near do the same fucking thing all over again. Bitch, it's a behavior pattern. When we went to the restraining order court, I realized what the fuck I was dealing with. This bitch actually put her hand on. No, I don't think they had a Bible. I think you just had to raise your hand and say, you know, you're going to tell the whole truth and all that shit. And this bitch went to lying. Talking about I'm trying to run her off the interstate. I'm stealing money. And now she backtracking talking about I'm looking at her daughter. Bitch, I don't like light-skinned bitches. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That little girl is built like a boy. What the fuck am I gonna do with her? Is she light-skinned? Is she stupid? The fuck? She letting this little hoe smoke weed, get tattoos, get piercings, fuck in the house, eat pussy, and suck dick. And when she was letting her have the little boy in the house, I'm like, hold the fuck up. If I would have just met you know who, and I would have noticed that that's how she was rocking, oh, there's some straight hoes. Her daughter got some nigga in her room, and I'm up in there fucking the shit out of myself. Y'all some hoes. Then you fucking with this hood bitch that's smoking crack and having babies by niggas robbing the pizza man. What'd you say, Lord? Are you like you gotta be a bad light-skinned bitch for me to want to fuck you. Them bitches be looking sick to me. That's just my opinion. High yellow bras look like they're sickly. And I hear sometimes black chicks be talking about they don't want to fuck with white boys because they dick look weird to them. They got a pink dick. That's pretty much the equivalent of me not wanting to fuck a light skinned bitch. Not no bitch her daughter color, especially. I don't fuck with hoes that complexion. And then she said that shit when we broke up the first time. And then she took it back when we got back together, but now she's saying it again. That bitch can't make up her mind. Just how the fuck she was saying, I told him if he leave one more time, he can't come back. But then you told me to leave? And bitch, I'm not trying to come back. Like, what the fuck? I kept my own fucking apartment the whole fucking time. Yes, Choco Kitty, it's a lot. I need to get the NAACP award for not doing no fucked up shit to her children, and that conehead ass nigga. Like, bitch, you fucked up. You fucked up, but let me read this divorce shit. But let me go into a little detail before I even go into the divorce shit. So, the night that I left that hoe, I already told this story. And the day before I left, this bitch didn't want to go to my child's birthday party, but was texting me about Taco Tuesday. So I realized I was done. But 2 days before that, you was busting it open. Nothing all in that pussy. Stupid ass. Nah, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it. From time to time, I jack off. I'm not even really tripping about sex per se. I like to bust a nut. That's what I like to do. So, this goofy bitch, the last time we fucked, this shit is so fucking crazy. This bitch is crazy. Bitch is crazy. I'm about to tell you how. So, this bitch was going to see that hood booger bitch and her children to take them swimming at a hotel. And the agreement was the hood booger bitch son is, I think she was on crack when she had the little boy. So he fucked up. The nigga looked like Stitch off of Lilo and Stitch. No lie. Go to my community tab and I put up a fucking post of Stitch and I said happy birthday to the hood booger bitch son. Go look at my community post, please. So anyway. So the day that I left, Josh, you stupid. The night that I left, you know who her daughter was going to her daughter's other friend graduation, not the bitch her daughter was fucking. But the bitch who her daughter was fucking was going with her. We're going with them. And just a couple of days before, me and you know who agreed that her daughter's girlfriend wasn't allowed to come to the house no more because her daughter tried to kill herself behind this bitch. So they go off to this graduation, and right before they left, you know who decided to let me know that her daughter's girlfriend was at the house going with him. So I'm just staring at this bitch and she could feel that shit. So she was like, what? What's wrong? I said, didn't we just talk about that this girl couldn't come to the house no more? Well, we just going to the graduation. She ain't doing you nothing. Bye. You and your daughter need therapy. Trying to make me go to fucking counseling to blame every fucking thing you going through on me. Okay. So they leave. And I waited like a good 20 minutes because they was going like an hour away to go to her daughter's friend graduation. So I waited like a good 30 minutes. And I'm like, I text you know who, and I'm like, I asked her, did you tell your daughter that girl can't come over here no more? Because if you didn't, I'm going to tell her myself. Oh no, you better not. You ain't her daddy. And if you do anything, I'ma divorce you. So I didn't tell her that I was packing, but she got cameras all over the house. But I didn't tell her I was leaving. I just started packing my shit. And they got cameras everywhere so she could see I was putting my shit in the car. Her fucking daddy never came over there, never told me shit. I called her daddy to tell that nigga what was going on and that I was about to leave. So, and her daddy knew that you know who daughter was fucking with that little girl just by first meeting the little girl. You know who trying to hide the shit from everybody. I don't give a fuck if she eating pussy. She not gonna eat it up in here. I'm the only one fucking up in here. Me and you the only ones fucking in this house. Oh Lord, that reminds me of her fucking oldest son. This bitch ass nigga. This bitch, you know who let her oldest son friend and his old lady move on the other side of the house where we were staying. And his friend was fucking his old lady, and her son would hit her shit and would come sneak on our side of the house because he couldn't deal with hearing them fuck. So I'm like, bro, don't just be coming over here 2 o'clock in the morning because you don't want to hear them have sex. Talk to your little partner and tell them to hold the noise down. What if your dumb ass come over here and me and your mama fucking? What you gonna do then? You might end up having a new little brother or sister. What you gonna do? So I made him come talk to me about the shit in front of you know who. This nigga start crying. He like 25 years old. Why are you crying? The fuck? But I understand, her oldest son is very socially awkward. I think the nigga borderline gay. And see how this bitch trying to talk about, I'm watching documentaries about transsexuals. Her son best friend is a fucking homo. Go figure that shit. The fuck out of here and your daughter eating pussy. But you won't try to come at me for watching a fucking documentary about prostitute trannies? Are you fucking serious? Bitch, you watching a show called Why Wives Kill. And this bitch watching fucking animated horror stories on YouTube. And these dumb bitches are, well, you always on YouTube. This bitch is on YouTube just as much as me. Did we forget that this hoe was the one who started making live streams because Sansa Ray cussed her out and blocked her? That's how you know who started doing fucking videos. I never was telling her to go live. She never was telling me to go live. What you say, spirit bitch? He just light skin, leave him alone. Your peppermint what? Sage is up here. BZ, you a fool. So yeah, she brought up divorce in the heat of the moment. So I'm like, bitch, you ain't about to keep playing with me about this nasty ass shit your daughter doing in the house. Cause now you looking fucking guilty of helping this little bitch hide that shit. Cause when her daughter tried to kill herself, all that shit got revealed. The little dumb motherfucker left her phone at the house when she brought her to the hospital. The little girl who her daughter was fucking, she calling her phone. I'm seeing the contact name on the fucking phone. My girl with a hand heart emoji. But they not fucking. You know when you go to like a fair and there's like the little photo booth? This little bitch left her purse at the house too. Oh, I'm going through everything, bitch. Everything. This little motherfucker got the little photo booth pictures of her and the little girl together. They're not like kissing or nothing, but it's very fucking suspect. You trying to kill yourself behind this little girl. You got her contact name is my girl with a hand heart emoji, and you got a fucking photo strip of you and this little girl together in your purse. But I'm stupid. For sure. So yeah, I pack my shit. I come back to my house. Well, my apartment, since we're being technical. I come back to my motherfucking apartment. And yeah, like the first month, no fucking lie, I was pissed the fuck off. I'm like, this hoe done sold me out for her daughter's girlfriend. What the fuck? If this ain't some sisterhood shit, I don't know what is. This bitch sold me the fuck out behind bitches eating pussy. So that would leave one to think that you know who is eating pussy as well. Like, and she was confessing all last night about all the cheating she was doing. Niggas buying dryers and her mama a refrigerator and bitch, I don't care. Let them niggas trick. I'm fucking you twice a week. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Even if you fucking them, I don't care, bitch. You better hope they don't pass you nothing and I catch it. You better pray. You better pray my next few checkups I don't have nothing. Because if I do, it's going to be a problem for you. It's going to be a problem for you. So anyway, yeah, the first month, it was pretty shitty. It was pretty shitty. I was in love with this bitch. I married this bitch. Possible setup artist, possible money embezzler. I LOVED that bitch. I loved it, her. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. So I'm trying to, what you call that shit? Not deflect, but I'm trying to, use another outage to, express my frustrations. So I'm trolling the fuck out of her. The first thing I did was find out that she lied about that house she was living in. And I'm a pretty, what's the word? I'm a pretty friendly guy. So I was cool with the neighbor that stayed on the left of us, the neighbor that stayed on the right of us, and I was cool with the neighbor that stayed across the street. So I decided to go take a little ride to the old house. What I'm about to say might be against the law. I don't give a fuck. I went back to the old house, and I was way more cooler with the neighbor across the street. So that's what I started with. I knocked on his door, and of course it's been years since we moved from over there. So I'm like, "What's up, Mr. Such and Such? You remember me? I'm such and such. I used to stay across the street, me and my wife and her kids, and da-da-da." They're like, "Oh yeah, what's up?" I said, the guy who owns this house now, have you seen him lately? He was like, yeah, he comes in town from time to time. He rents the house out as an Airbnb. There's always different people staying over there from time to time. And da-da. I said, well, look, give him my number and tell him to call me. I need to talk to him. He was like, all right. So before I left, I said, let me check the mailbox. I checked the mailbox, it's full of mail. Full of mail. I took all that mail and I threw that shit in my ragged ass car. Since my shit's so raggedy. So I threw all the mail in my car, went my happy ass home, started sorting through all the mail. It's about 5 different names on like 30 pieces of mail. Then I get lucky. There's Home Depot receipts. 2 of them. Both of them have a different number on them. So I call the first number, and the dude answered the phone. He like, oh, I just was doing some work on the house. I said, well, you got the number to the owner? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna text it to you. So I called the next number on the other receipt. Nobody answered the phone and went to voicemail. So I think I left a voicemail. But he ended up calling me back. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, what's up? This such and such. I used to stay over there with me and you know who or whatever. And I had met the dude a couple of times. And see, when we moved, this bitch told me that this dude was buying the house from her. And she told me that she bought the house because when that money shit happened at her job from the police report I just read, she said that it was an inside job and that the company gave her some money and that they were paying all her fines and fees for her taking the charge and taking probation. So I'm like, all right. She told me she owned the house. But that's not what Mr. Butts told me. The nigga last name, his last name is Butts. That shit is hilarious. So I'm talking to Mr. Butts, and I'm like, I was real with him. I was like, look, I'm such and such. I used to stay there with you know who. We breaking up or whatever. And she was explaining to me that you purchased the house from her. He was like, what? I said, yeah, she told me that you are the son of the people who owned the house before her that she bought it from, and that you wanted to buy it back to keep it in your family. He's like, oh no, that's completely false. Mr. Butts told me that when he took over the property, that he raised the rent, and that you know who didn't want to pay the price that he raised it to. So that's why she wanted to move. And he said she had like a good 6 months left until I was going to evict her, but she wanted to move. She didn't want paid. And she probably didn't want that shit on her record that she got evicted. So I was like, all right, thank you. And that was the end of the conversation. Like, she's a fucking scamming, lying, set up bitch. And I mean, I can take my L. I probably should have looked into this shit way earlier, but just like a lot of people, because she never was charged with her ex-husband getting killed, everybody thinking that she ain't had nothing to do with it. And see, when I went and got this police report, the clerks had to read over it first before they gave it to me, because that's why I got all them blackouts in the paperwork, because it's some shit that, you know, the public can't, you know, have knowledge of. So the clerk was reading the shit, of course. And she thought that the fucking police report was so captivating, she made 3 other copies. This shit is 28 pages long. She made 3 other copies to let 3 other clerks read the shit at the same time. They sitting in that bitch like they watching Young and the Restless or As the World Turns. And one of the clerks was like, sir, I don't know what made you think to leave her, but good thing you left. Because she did that shit. Just by the one little paragraph that I read about the money. Why in the fuck did this bitch steal $69,000 and happen to give it to the nigga who killed her ex a few months before he killed her? Somebody please answer that shit. I'll wait. Hit the like. So yeah. It was something else too. Oh yeah, I was trolling that bitch about everything. Every time I found out something, I was either emailing her, texting her, or Facebook messaging her. And this whole thing about the divorce. Now, it is a 6 months waiting period, but the clerk told me straight the fuck up. If you come with all the money, you can put whatever months, as long as it's 6 months that y'all was separated, to file for a divorce. And I text this bitch on Facebook and told her this. And she still hadn't filed. And this was in fucking July. So this bitch decides to wait until like a week before Halloween. 6 months from May the 1st is November the 1st. This bitch went and filed October the 16th. So oh shit. Motherfuckers are outside fussing, talking about punching somebody in the mouth. My bad. It goes down. So I'm like I said, I'm trolling her. I'm laughing at all this shit. We already know about the Aries shit. That ain't nothing. I don't give a fuck about her cheating. But bitch, you completely have been lying to me from the very beginning. The very beginning. And that's how you put all this shit together. If you lying about owning the house and you have that entwined with the money that was stolen, saying that you took the charge and they gave you some money and that's how you purchased that house, but you actually was renting that house? Bitch, you hiding a nigga and you lying about owning the house to get some dick? To get some dick? And now my dick is just the fucking topic of everything now. It's the topic of everything. So I'm like, damn, I mean, I know I'm a beautiful man. I got some good jug, but for some reason, I don't know how to eat pussy. I ain't never heard that one. That's a first. That's a first. I ain't never had no bitch tell me I don't know how to eat no pussy. But you married me. You married me, moved me in, gave me money. Well, loaned me money. Took me on trips. And I ain't never had been to Vegas before. Thank you. Never been to New York before. Thank you. Man. Hit the like. Oh, fuck. Oh, it is so refreshing. It is so refreshing when the truth comes out. So yeah, let's get to the divorce. So what does it say? 101 citation petition for divorce under Civil Code Article 103 without minor children. Verification. It has you know who versus me through a private server. And let's clear that shit up. Talking about I wasn't answering the door and all that shit. So, and that's another thing too. Because she didn't think I was going to be able to get in touch with Lil Gailey. But I'm very resourceful, bitch. So when I told her daddy about Aries, this bitch crashed out. Pretty much she had been crashing out the week that I left. Her and Aries emailing each other, her hiding the shit with her daughter, her not wanting to go to my daughter's birthday party, her still tripping about me jacking up. This bitch told me that she could smell my nut in the shower. Bitch, it went down the drain. You know how this bitch know I was jerking out in the shower? Because my stupid ass left the lotion on the fucking soap dish. I fucked up. She called me red-handed. I don't be wanting her to know because I know that I think that would bother probably any wife. Well, you jerking off, why you ain't fucking me? Because I'm not tripping about sex like that. From time to time, I won't fuck you. But other than that, I just want to bust a nut. I can't suck on both of your titties. You're not licking my balls. Why would I be worried about fucking you on the regular? Is she sucking your balls, Aries? So anyway, so I ended up finding, getting in touch with Lord Gaelic again, like I said, and she was, telling him all this bullshit, and I'm stealing money and all that shit. Like, this bitch is a compulsive, habitual liar. She's a liar, scam artist, a cheater. She pays hitmen. Fuck. And that's another thing too. That's the only reason why she's not in jail, because dude took a manslaughter plea or whatever. In the police report, it says that he waited around the house all day on New Year's that year. Witnesses verified that some weirdo was lurking around her daddy's house that whole fucking day. That is fucking meditated. How the fuck he got manslaughter, baby? They cut him a fire fucking deal. All he got to do is like 15, 16 years. And what if she's still talking to this nigga? What if he's looking for her when he gets out? Because he only got like a few more years. So maybe the universe was making this bitch crash out for me to find out all this shit so I don't be in the line of fire when he come for your ass. Because you could move around anywhere, but you gonna always go to your daddy house. And he gonna do the same fucking thing, lurk around your daddy house and wait for your ass. That's what the fuck he probably gonna do. If you ain't still talking to him, trying to give him some pussy. Like, bitch, you not only evil, you're stupid. That's why the nigga got caught, because they dumb. You steal money from a school, and of course there's a paper trail. They know that you gave the money to this nigga. What the fuck? What she was telling us? It was a gag order? Yeah, we know what the fuck you was gagging on, bitch. We know what you was gagging on now. A gag order. Man. And see, she didn't even tell me she was on probation. I found out she was on probation because the money shit is from Orleans Parish, but the murder happened in Jefferson Parish. And the house she was living in when I met her was in Jefferson Parish. But Orleans Parish was coming all the way to our house and mailing subpoenas. And my nose is, I have this thing for coming across fucking letters. I'm like, this bitch got a subpoena? She like, oh no, that the company, they take care of all that. I don't even have to go. They pay the fines and fees and I don't even have to go. And then here come Black Baby Mama's Sphere calling this bitch probation officer on live. I tried to call a probation officer too when I found out all this shit, and that probation officer don't work there no more. So I couldn't even talk to her no more. Like, this bitch on probation? But she said, she told me she took the charge and that they gave her money to buy the house that she was renting. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I'm for you, bad boys, bad boys? Oh my God, bruh. I might write a book, and what I say stands. Anybody in her immediate family gets famous, oh, I'm going straight to Tasha K. I'm going straight to Club Shay Shay. Do you know how much money I'm gonna make from interviews about this shit? I might be a bum now, but let a motherfucker get famous on me. I dare somebody to get famous. Bitch, you gonna be calling another hitman. You gonna be calling another one. You gonna send one of them lame ass sons to do me something? One of them country ass cousins to do me something? Bitch, I dare you. I dare you. I fucking dare you. And Gabe, where you at? Are you in the chat, Gabe? Where you at? Tech Pookie? Stupid lame ass. That nigga Gabe still mad. So anyway, where was I? It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack. And I'm not crashing out. Is this a crash out? Is that a crash out? Yeah, I've been crashing out on a lot of pussy. Bruh, they got chicks that know about this shit that's been watching us on YouTube hitting me up on Facebook. That's how stupid this hoe is. All you did was put me in more pussy. That's all the fuck you did. And I like busting nuts. I really, really do. Thank you. Thank you! In my obsidian voice. Oh, hell, Obsidian. Obsidian and O'Shea beefing right now. O'Shea beefing with Angry Man, Myron, and fucking Obsidian right now. God damn. So yeah, about back to this divorce shit. I just called them people the other day. You got to go turn in them affidavits, bitch. And the date that she filed the divorce on October the 16th, when the 9 months was gonna be November the 1st, I'm like, is this bitch doing this shit early on purpose so they can tell her she got to do it again or something or prolong it? Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about too. This wedding ring situation. These motherfuckers trying to deflect so bad. This bitch talking about the wedding ring that I threw down the street because I was just so frustrated about the fucking lies and the bullshit she was doing. Yeah, I threw my fucking wedding ring down the street. And of course I went and bought me another one. That's how devoted I was. I forgave the bitch and went and bought my own ring again. So that's out in the open. I don't know why the fuck she even talked about that, because that's not what the fuck I was saying. I don't give a fuck if we married, not married, whatever. I'm not paying for it. That's what the fuck I've been saying from jump. I'm not paying for that shit, bitch. And I'm not paying for the restraining order, bitch. That's an attachment. If I was to go to jail or get stopped, I'm going to get out the same day. They're going to let me sign out. It's for fines and fees, and it's an attachment. It's not a warrant. And I'm never paying it. And when I go to jail, and this is all, I'm not tripping about jail. And how fucking long do you think I'm going to do? Because even on the restraining order, it says 6 months and $1,000. That's it. Like, bitch, you think I'm going to be in jail like Darwin or some shit? Ain't no fucking way. So, anyway, what time is it? What time is it? Give me 1 second, y'all. God damn it, I can't even fucking check my shit. So anyway, so like I said in the beginning, it was pretty hard. I was heartbroken. I'm trying to, keep my composure, keep going to work and shit, talking to my dumbass mama who don't like me because of what my pa did to her, that typical shit. And this bitch said they still talking to this day. I done already told my mama, I don't want nothing to do with you. This stupid bitch got a picture that she took when me and who went out there to go visit her. me, you know who, her daughter, her oldest son, and my daughter in a picture, and she using it as her profile picture on social media. And I'm like, Ma, take that shit down. That bitch is trash. Well, no, I like y'all together and da-da-da-da. All right, well, as long as you got that up, I'm not fucking with you, and my daughter not fucking with you. And that's it. And my stupid ass mama still got it as her profile picture, so that's it. And you still talking to her? The fuck? For sure, y'all can be besties. Y'all can be besties. My mama was a fucking hoe when I was growing up. I can admit to that. So I do not fucking care. So anyway. So I'm telling this bitch to get the divorce. All that shit. I've been saying this from jump. But back to this wedding ring shit. So a few months had to went by. Slowly but surely I'm getting over it. Drowning myself in pussy and liquor and weed and going to work and fixing my ragged ass car. Doing all that shit. So the dating app that I met you know who on, I went back over there. They got females are on dating apps. I can't say for the exact same reason. We already know men are on there to get pussy. But of course, women have different reasons to be on there. Some chicks are looking for a dude. Some chicks are looking for a sugar daddy. Yeah, it's either they're looking for a dude or they're looking for a sugar daddy. That's pretty much it. Or just looking for a trick. So I already had seen hood booger crackhead bitch. I had already seen her over there. She was on there when she came to stay with us the first time. So as I'm going through the profiles, I had seen hood booger bitch like a month before. And then I see you know who on there. And I'm like, this bitch. And this was in the middle of December. I had assumed all this shit that was going on that she was fucking with somebody. So, and she just said it yesterday by Reg that she dealing with somebody. Why are you on the fucking dating app? Like, you ain't getting enough dick stuck in your pussy? What the fuck? So, I'm like, damn. This bitch on the dating app, and she got 4 pictures on the dating app. She got one face picture, and then the next picture was the picture with her wedding ring on. And I noticed what she had on as far as clothing in the picture. And this was the last day we had sex. So we fucked. You put that shit on, kept your wedding ring on, went chilled with the hood booger bitch, and she took a picture of you with your wedding ring on. And you decide to use that picture as a profile pic? For the dumb motherfuckers that was over there yesterday, that's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about my ring or tripping about her ring. I was like, damn, how fucking low can a bitch be after about a good 7-8 months of being separated from her husband? She get on a dating app with a picture of her with her wedding ring on? What the fuck? If that shit ain't trifling, I don't know what is. This dumbass nigga, rude. Yeah, because you know, some niggas be turned on by that shit, you know? They'll fuck a married bitch. All right, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about who she fucking. I'm thinking about the psychology and the behavior of this bitch. And I'm like, okay, so she know that I'm on the fucking dating app. She knows that shit. because I had been on there for months. And her booger bitch had been on there. So I know her booger bitch then told this bitch that I'm on there. But I'm following her. And even Red said, I don't bring that shit up. Everybody else is bringing it up. I don't give a fuck about you like that no more, baby. I'm not trying to get no pussy from you. I'm not trying to work it out with you. Nothing. I'm telling you how to get the divorce. And I told this bitch this shit in July. And that's what made her file a restraining order. Because I told her I knew about her lying about owning that house. Oh, I could put up some screenshots. She didn't reply to it, but you know when you send somebody something on Messenger, and if they look at it, it'll show the profile pic at the end of the message that they looked at it. So she's seen the shit and still waited until October the 16th to go file the shit. So I'm like, all right. This bitch, like she's certified, like she retarded. She's a fucking retard. But I'm harassing her. She putting shit up on Facebook about relationships. This bitch, like y'all think she good and cool, that hoe is crashing the fuck out. I already know she don't know no real man. I already know that. But I don't think she's ever dealt with being rejected. I don't know who filed for the divorce in her first marriage. I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's another thing. So, flashback right quick. The car that you know who had when I met her was this little 2-door Kia. And I'm like, okay, she in this nice house. I'm thinking she just a frugal bitch. She in a Kia, but she in this big nice ass house. I'm like, okay, that's my type of bitch. She know how to save money. Money saved is money made. That's my motherfucking motto. So I'm like, okay. So when I was getting a police report, August the 22nd, the clerks was having problems finding the whole police report. So it was 2 other police reports that was real short. It was like 2 or 3 pages. In one of the police reports, it was describing the scene after her ex-husband got shot. And the fucking police report said that her car was parked in her dad's driveway, and that when her ex got shot in the head, that a lot of brain fragments went on that Kia. And I'm like, this bitch had this car when I met her. What the fuck? Oh my God. You was driving around in the car that your ex-husband's brains was on? What the fuck? Oh my fucking God. I couldn't believe that shit. I could not believe that shit. But she did. She told me, like maybe a few months after we met. So apparently she must have rented some other vehicle to get to Georgia when her ex-husband got killed. Because they saying in the police report that the car that she had when I met her had got brain fragments on it. But she did ended up telling me that one night she had parked her car in her daddy's driveway, and supposedly a drunk driver came and hit the car in the driveway and totaled it, and she had to get another car. And she had got one of them Chevy Equinoxes. So I'm like, God damn, this bitch is diabolical. And now I met her in 2016. And that's another thing. She lied and told me, she just was lying about everything. She told me that her ex-husband had got killed a year before I met her, which meant that he got killed 2015. But the police report said he got killed 2014. So you kept that car for 2 whole fucking years? God damn. Boy, this bitch here. I am a lucky motherfucker. Real shit. So anyway, I'm like, okay, this is what I was dealing with. I'm not reading these fucking police reports. God damn. So yeah, that was my issue with the wedding ring shit. Like, bitch, you got a profile pic of the last day we fucked. What's your wedding ring on? That the hood booger bitch took the picture of. All right. So like I said, there was a face pic, the picture of her with the wedding ring, and then there's two pictures of her in her bedroom sitting on the bed. And I'm looking at the picture of her sitting on the bed, and I think Aries or somebody brought it up. No, I think hood booger bitch brought it up. How you got grease on the headboard and you ain't got no hair? Bitch, is called sweat. You fucking genius. And I'm looking at the picture. Bitch, you still got this headboard? With my fucking head stain on the motherfucking, and you fucking niggas in that bed? Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Like, bitch, you are garbage. But I can tell you, I never got a funny smell from her pussy. Never did. Never did. But she got a bidet though. The bitch got a bidet. So every time she was in the bathroom, she's squirting that shit up her ass and her pussy hole. So maybe that's why. And of course, I done found out about all of the dudes she been fucking. It ain't just Aries and whatever nigga who she met at. Now she's saying that Aries ain't the nigga she met at the parade. All right. So you really a hoe. Thank you. So especially last night by Riz, and I even text Riz this shit. Thank you for letting her up, because it let me realize I did the right thing by leaving that hoe. That's what it did. So, bitch, you can be recording this, sending it to the commissioner, that fake ass judge who granted the restraining order. Cool, let me go to jail. I will gladly turn myself in. I go to work, I go home. Tell them come get me. Because, bitch, when it's all said and done, all this shit gonna come back on you. All this shit. Not everybody is dumb as hood booger bitch and Aries. Not everybody. And just so you know, I've been talking to other judges at that courthouse, bitch. Like, you stupid. My young baby's mother, she knows some of the judges. What the fuck? I told my little girl mama about this shit, and she sent me them numbers ASAP. And you know I know everybody. So nothing is gonna happen to me and you gonna get away with it. All you can do is this goofy shit on YouTube. That's all the fuck you can do. I'ma still be in my small ass apartment, riding around in my ragged ass car, going to my low paying job, fucking these bitches. And ain't nothing you can do about it, bitch. So, without further ado, to Warren Delferez through private process server. Because see, I can read. I don't be mumbling and all that bullshit. Parish of Jefferson, you are hereby summoned to comply with the demand contained in the petition for divorce under Civil Code Article 103 without minor children, verification of which a true and correct copy accompanies this citation or make an appearance either by filing, a pleading, or otherwise in the 24th Judicial District in and for the Parish of Jefferson, State of Louisiana, within 21 days after the return of service hereof under penalty of default. The service was requested by attorney litigant, you know who, and was issued by the clerk of court on the 14th day of November. So, All right, I might have got the date wrong. I thought it was October, but I think it was some other paperwork that said October something. Or I think the clerk told me when she filed. But anyway, I think she did file in October, but she was telling Lord Gaelic that she had told the court that I violated the restraining order and I better not answer the door. Lord Gaelic, if you still here, can you verify that? That she told you that I better not answer my door because they're gonna bring me to jail. But after they had sent me after they knocked on the door and gave me the restraining order, they kept knocking on my door, and I'm like, I'm not answering that shit. I didn't know if they was coming to bring me to jail. Even before Lord Gaelic told me she said that. So I wasn't gonna answer the door. But that wasn't them coming to bring me to jail. They was coming to serve me the fucking divorce. I thought they was coming to bring me to jail. So that's why I answered the door. So anyway, they ended up catching me coming home. And they served me the divorce paper. And I'm reading it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I ain't got to do nothing. Within like a couple of weeks, we just going to be divorced. So I'm checking with just how I did with the fucking fake ass separation. Oh, Lord, these fake separation papers. This bitch sent me separation papers like at the end of May, like right after I left. But the dumb bitch put the traffic court as the heading. So when I went to get a copy, because I'm like, I'm not just gonna rely on this email. And I think she was trying to bait me to see if I was gonna try to work shit out. Oh, she really trying to get divorced. So I want to be, no, I don't want it to be over. Bitch, please. So I go to the fucking court because, bitch, I'm not scared of anything. I want it to be over. I am so fucking glad that this bitch can't have kids. Oh, Lord. I don't know what the fuck I would have done having a kid with this bitch finding this shit out. Unless she would have went got an insurance policy on me. I mean, her ex-husband was in the army. That's the only reason why she was getting money for them kids. And that's pretty much the reason why she paid that dude to do that shit, because he was filing for custody, which means no child support, you lazy bitch. And she can't have that. The bitch start getting the money from the army, she tricking on me with the money. And I think she's still getting checks for her nasty ass daughter right now. I want to see the bitch get married again. That's what I want to see. Show your new nigga off. Show us how much a hoe you are. Show this new nigga off. Bitch hiding fucking Aries. But she wasn't fucking him. What was the point in hiding him if you're not fucking him? Dumb bitch. Was he helping you with bills? Me and Aries was paying this bitch bills. This bitch even went and started putting money on rims for her car. She's paying notes on rims. Like, this bitch really thinks she a dude or some shit. She got a car note on her fucking car, a car note on her daughter's car. Her mama bought the fucking house for her that she live in, but I'm a bum. The house she live in was supposed to be the daycare. The bitch couldn't get the daycare because she had that shit on her record, but told me that she was trying to get kids from the state and they took too long, so she was like, fuck it, I'ma turn it into a duplex and rent it out. All type of bum shit going on, but I'm the bum. I'm on Section 8, all that shit. And then this dick pic shit. You think I give a fuck about y'all making up a dick pic story when you got this shit on your jacket, bitch? Try again. Try again, bitch. Hit the like. So I'm like, okay, so I ain't got to do nothing for the divorce. It's saying in black and white that it's going to go into default. So just to, keep up with shit and make sure everything is doing what it's supposed to do, I call the fucking court. Because somebody who reached out to me from YouTube, who I had been talking to, had reminded me. So I fucked around and called the clerk of court. They like, yeah, y'all still married. She ain't turned in some affidavits or some shit. So yeah, she filed for the divorce. But you stupid motherfuckers from last night, they so fucking hawked on trying to prove me wrong, but proving me right. Bitch, you didn't turn in all the appropriate paperwork. So try again. Do it seem like I'm running from anything? Did I move? Did I try to come? This bitch said I'm trying to come to her house 3:00 in the morning. Bitch, where's the police call or the police report on that? Or the 911 call? Like, what evidence? I was parked down the street. Where's the picture of me parked down the street? For y'all dumb motherfuckers that is listening and siding with this hoe, she is playing the fuck out of y'all. If she doing this shit to me, of course she had something to do with her ex-husband. So why the fuck she gonna keep it real with y'all? Why? Some people are just fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. Yeah, and just how Josh said, I'm a fucking detective. No, I solved the case. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Smoke weed every day, bitch. Yep, I smoke every day. So, last and not least, I'm gonna go through this, what you call this shit? The restraining order. I'm gonna read y'all what she said. I don't know if she fucking the goddamn restraining order nigga, because he not a judge. He's a commissioner. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. I thought commissioners were over the police. I didn't know that they were sitting judges in the fucking courthouse. I didn't know that. So let's see. What did she say? And she admitted that she was renting a house. Stupid ass. Oh. And all I gotta do is show the screenshots of the date that I was sending her the messages about the divorce shit that she could just go pay for it and put any months that add up to 6 months that we were separated. Because that's the same day that she filed the fuck. She was like, I'm tired of this nigga. I'm tired of him harassing. I'm tired of him telling the truth on me. Gonna get a restraining order. My mama is retired. She worked 1 day a week at the courthouse. She is going to help me get a restraining order on this nigga. So this whole said, let me read it from the beginning. Let's see everything she checked off. She checked off a suit for divorce. She checked off that I stalked her. She checked off that I left in the last year. Then she said something about I was a drug addict or some shit. I could have swore I seen that check. I was like, this bitch, I'm a drug. Bitch, I had been fucking smoking weed. This bitch gave me her daughter's fucking hydrocodone shit. What was it? It was lean. It was some shit that her daughter got for being sick, and she gave me the whole fucking bottle within like 6 months of me dealing with her. But I'm a drug addict that can't eat pussy, and I don't have no money, but you married me. All right. So it says the facts and circumstances of the abuse are as follows. The most recent incident of abuse, which caused petitioner to file this petition, happened on or about July 2nd, 2024. He texted an email talking about ex-husband in his murder, saying he's looking for the identity of my friends, aka Aries, aka Mark. Yeah, you a Mark ass nigga too. Your mama gave you the right name. So then it says past incidents stated I'm lucky he's a changed man, talked about the murder of my ex-husband, always texting, emailing, DMing, and calling my family and friends and ex-landlords to spread rumors. Parked 3 houses down from mine to watch me follow me to work one morning at 5:30 a.m. And the bitch don't know how to spell mine. She spelled mine like the mind in your brain. But she meant M-I-N-E, not M-I-N-D. Dumbass hoe. Stupid ass. Got her address on there, her work address on there. They will be receiving a letter from me. Yeah, this bitch is a lying ass bitch. Lying ass bitch. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh, yes. But I've been informed I have a party to attend, so I will not be on here that much longer. Let's see. Yeah, and the bitch-ass commissioner signed off on it. He signed off on it, even though she didn't have no evidence of anything she was claiming. She didn't take a picture. She didn't call the police. She didn't do nothing. But I tried to show this bitch-ass nigga the fucking fake separation papers. Oh, you got to print that out. I don't want to look in your phone, sir. Oh, for sure. You don't want to look at my phone, but you just going to listen to whatever the fuck this bitch say. All right. So all that shit she was saying about Reg yesterday was pure imagination. Pure imagination. Damn, why y'all not saying nothing in the... Y'all don't want to talk to me? Y'all don't want to talk to me? Fuck. That's why she didn't want me to get on Red's stream. And I don't know why the fuck Red's protecting that hoe. I don't know what the fuck that's about. They must be breaking Reg off. Cause that nigga, not today, but you let Mahogany stupid ass on the panel. You got Rude on the panel right after you done said that you didn't want nobody to talk about the shit no more. Then you got Aries on the panel. And they admitting that they knew each other before me. Like, god damn. I am so glad I don't take this shit that serious. I am so fucking glad. But that's about it until next time. That is about it. So record what you want to record. Calling people to come bring me to jail. Do it. Because I don't think they care about this. They're worried about if I threaten you or inflict harm upon you or come into contact or if I'm trying to contact you, bitch. They don't give a fuck about this goofy internet shit. You stupid bitch. And I told the commissioner, this dumb hoe advertising that she filed for separation on fucking YouTube. And then I tried to show him the fake separation papers. He didn't want to look at it. That bitch eyes got big though when I said that shit. Why y'all not fucking typing in the chat? Huh? What's wrong? But yeah, as soon as I decide to get a computer and I'm able to put all my little music on there and stream people's streams and shit. Until then, and thank you for all the likes. I got 18 people watching. I got 18 people watching, 18 likes. I appreciate it. Put me in the algorithm. Put me in the algorithm, please. Can y'all hear that dog barking? Oh, I got another like. Thank you. And anybody that want to talk to me, leave me a comment, hit up my Facebook, whatever. I have no problem tearing this whole out the frame. That display of fuckery yesterday by Reg, that solidified that I did the right fucking thing leaving that hoe. So I want her to put up some text messages, anything, pictures, anything of the shit she was saying yesterday. I got 100 saying that she ain't gonna do it. I bet $100. I bet Rude $100. Blue, Jarrell Jr., Lil Burr. I bet you $100. You know who ain't gonna put up a motherfucking thing. So we can keep this shit going. I ain't got no problem. I ain't even trying to get no money off here. I'm not trying to be a big YouTuber. Only about 100 people know about this shit. Bitch, you think you gonna embarrass me off of YouTube, bitch? You're the one embarrassed. That's why your duck ass ain't been on here. Except for every few months. You came by Reg to talk about me. Bitch, I don't bring you up until you fucking with me. Like that dumb shit you did last night. And I was very reluctant about going live. I'm like, man, fuck that hoe. But it's getting late. And I have things to do. What time is it? It's 6:03. Oh my God. Bitch. Hell of pit!